Okay folks, it's been a little bit sunny today. It looks like it's getting cloudy. So we're just going to rip in and make our demos. Oh yeah, I've got some news folks. My mum, who has recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, has now moved down to Adelaide with my brother. So she's living down there with my brother in an Airbnb at the moment. And yeah, she really likes it there. She hates Sydney. So maybe it was a proverbial blessing in disguise that she's got Parkinson's, because she doesn't have to live in Sydney anymore, and she hates Sydney. It's a horrible place to her. It's not her fucking... She never wanted to move here. My dad moved us down here back in 1979 when I was only 6. So it was a long time ago. Wondering if we're going to use map mode for this. Okay, let's see what we have. This is an interesting one. It is "You're the One I Love." Okay, it's a Valentine's Day card. Incidentally, yeah, we're interested in this little motif. Incidentally, I'll just open it up. So here we go. With all my love on Valentine's Day. Well, I've got a Valentine, you could say. His name is Luigi, and currently we're not together physically. Not I don't mean sexually, physically. I mean we're not physically around each other. We're not interested in sex before marriage, but incidentally, we're not physically around each other. We're separated, not separated in the marital sense, but physically separated. We haven't seen each other for a very long time, and I'm trying to get in touch with Luigi through the primetime news or the 6 o'clock news to get in touch with him so I can get married to him and put the past behind me. And that looks really interesting, but we've still got that red stuff we didn't want. But basically, I'm really missing him, and I really need to get in touch because I really am lonely without him. It really hurts to be away and to have to deal with the past when I did some stupid things in my youth that led to us being apart. And I don't need a Valentine's card from him to validate our relationship, because we already love each other. We're spiritually connected, and that's what really counts. And that looks really quite interesting, this picture. Still got a little bit of that red, but the red's a part of the Valentine's image anyway. I might move it down a bit, but basically I really miss my partner, and I'm trying to get in touch, and the TV channels don't seem to be all that cooperative. However much I need their assistance, they don't seem to be really in the business of reuniting us. They like to, they sometimes help people, but they don't help everyone, and they're not helping us get back together, and that really pisses me. And I've moved this in the wrong direction. I should have moved it down, not up. But basically I'm really lonely without this person, Luigi. I really wish I could just be together instead of apart. It really hurts to be apart, to be away from the one that you love, and to feel that no one's helping, no one's assisting. People in power, like the news channels, are not helping and not obliging. They just care about boring stuff like death, disease, disaster, destruction, house fires, shark attacks, murders, suicides, rape, drug busts. That looks interesting. I think we'll move it up a bit. And all the boring bog standard shit that they like to typically sprout. They don't seem to care about people like myself who have genuinely gotten themselves, into a spot of bother. And they don't seem to care that people like myself need some help. Because, I'm sincerely sorry I did what I did in my youth. I don't want to pay for it for the rest of my days. I don't want to remember my life being lived because I fucked up in my youth, that I made some innocent mistakes. And there was innocence. It wasn't, I never, I'm trying to get rid of that bit of red, but that bit of red up there is gone, but this is still there. I do think maybe we could still utilise this as a movement piece. We've still got the noses. I don't like the noses. But basically I'm really lonely without this person, and I really need to get in touch. I really need to find where he is, try and get him out to put the past behind me. I really need to put the past behind me, folks, but it's really proven to be extremely difficult trying to it's as much about forgiving myself as it is about forgiving people who contributed also to this downfall. The people at school and youth group who treated me like shit, bullied me and made me feel little and insignificant. So I'm going to use this. So I'm trying to put the past behind me, and it's really difficult. And I just stood on, something's just come off my shoe. Fuck, I hate that. But basically I'm really missing my partner, and I really need to get in touch. Did I tell you, folks, his name is Luigi? I think I forgot to tell you that. And that looks really quite interesting, that. I do wonder, the noses look shit, but the rest of it looks nice. But I'm really missing my partner, and I really need to get back in touch. And if I can just have the news channels show me some compassion, I'm sure they can, folks. I'm sure it's not too hard for them to show me a little bit of help, to give me a little bit of help when I'm needing it. I know this is not the negative, newsworthy type stuff that you typically broadcast, but surely we can break away from it. We can put one away, and so instead of a house fire, put my thing up. House fires are so common and boring, and they're quite morbid in so many ways. So that looks really quite interesting. So I'm really trying to get my work to go to the air, and it's really proven to be extremely difficult at the best of times. So I'm just going to make this look nice. But I really missed my partner, and it really hurts to be away. And no, I can't replace Luigi with someone else. I'm not interested. I just can't. There's no like for like, so to speak. There's no compromise. Compromise is a deathly thing to me, folks. I'd rather be lonely for the rest of my life, however horrible that might be, than be with someone I don't love and being in an incompatible marriage. Now I'm going to utilise that little area. I think that's going to be a really nice piece. But I really miss Luigi, and it really hurts to be away from him. And I just can't substitute him for someone else, substitute someone else for him, if I'm correct. It really isn't an option. Substitution is not an option, folks. Just bear that in mind. I know a lot of people are like that. They can have a substitute in place of their preferred partner, but to me that's abhorrent, absolutely abhorrent. So, and Luigi and I, we love each other. We really care about each other. We really need to be together. We do. We need to get together. We need to find where we are and just get our relationship fixed. I do wonder if I'm going to use that. But I really get lonely and desolate. I feel the desolation being away from him as long as I have been. I'm going to put this at the top and this will be the bottom. But I really miss where my partner is. I don't know where he is. I don't know where I'm going to find him. I do find it very painful and lonely being away from him. So we're just going to put this at the top, all right, folks? But I really miss him and I really need to find him, and I need the news channels to be cooperative. This would make, if this could be a Valentine's gift from the news channels to me, I'd be forever grateful. I'll be very happy that the TV channel did what they did and helped me out. And I don't know. I know I'll be happy for the TV channels that they helped me. I'm a person who likes to show gratitude where it's due. And if the TV channels can help, I'll be so happy. I'll be so stoked. And I'll be really happy to always remember them for what they did right. I'm going to move it over a bit. This is a tricky one, folks. I'm just trying to see if I can find where... I think I've pushed it down too far. But I really miss my partner, so I'm going to try and cut it down somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I did too much enlargement on the vertical. So, too much on the vertical and not enough on the horizontal, I do think. This is going to be a rather prolongated demo, folks. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And I got that nicely in the corner there. In the corner like that. I do think there might be a bit more for that. Maybe not. Sometimes when I do a demo like this, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know if it's going to be any good or if it's going to look shit or mediocre. I often have to make the copies and arrange them, and then I can tell if I've fucked up or if I've done it well. I'm wondering if maybe I should make it a bit shorter, or maybe not. It's difficult, folks. So this is a rather prolongated demo we're running into with this Valentine's card. but I want to dedicate it, of course, to Luigi, the one that I lost when I was young and foolish. That I hope the TV channels could just show me some clemency and play my material. I'd be really grateful, please, folks, if you could just show me a little bit of clemency and just play my material. I really need to find this person. I can't find another man in my life. I'm not interested in another man. I just want him, Luigi B. I forgot his exact his surname. I don't know if it's Benedict or Benedictine or Beneditio. He's Italian, folks. He's an Italian man, hence the name Luigi. So he's a very Italian sort of a dude, very loving and caring and generous sort of a guy, from what I can tell spiritually, and how much he loved me. He gave me a card that basically was inscribed, "When you need a friend." And I need a friend in him now. And that looks brilliant. I think now we can call this demo quits.